Hey guys, Seattle Beats here. Project Cars is a racing simulator that's pretty much on every single console I can think of. It's not out on all of them yet, but it will be. It'll be even on Wii U, which that's a surprise. A lot of these multi-platform games aren't coming to Wii U, but it'll even be on Wii U. It'll be on PC, and as of right now, I can confirm that it's on Xbox One and PS4 at least at the moment. It's really, really fun. It's definitely a real challenge, and what people need to understand about it is a racing simulator that happens to be a video game. It's not a video game that happens to be a simulator. It's focused more on the pure racing elements of it, and it was made by real professional racers for racing fans. People just happen to play it on a video game system, but they're making this realistic, and it works best with the wheel, but there are controller layouts that work perfect with it as well if you just set it up the right way. So I'll go over the right layout setup for a controller, what I like about the game, what I don't like about the game, and then my final verdict out of 10. After you set up the difficulty on Project Cars and get into the game, you're greeted with this menu screen. As you can see that there is a lot you can do. You got solo events, career, free practice, online, time trial, and Driver Network. Driver Network gives you weekly community events, some even daily community events where you go in and you do scores and compete against your friends. This gives you reasons to come back to this game daily, and that's why I love it. Once you enter the controller scheme and configuration part of the game, you're going to see how intricate it is. There are options you can do to make it less complicated. There's a few input modes that are already set up for you, and I'd say input mode 3 is the best to use for controller, and then turn on the advanced setting under it. I'm not sure why that helps so much, but it does. It keeps it less twitchy, so let's give that a try, and I think you'll enjoy it on the controller. Now, if you want to race with a wheel or you are racing with a wheel, power to you. I'm just going in depth about the controller layouts because I race with the controller and the majority of people race with the controller. But if you can race with the wheel, I would recommend it because that's the most in-depth experience with this game. I just don't know the layout for it. As you can see, I'm racing go-karts and I love go-karts on this game. But I will say out of all the classes, this is probably the least realistic one, but it's still fun. In my experience, I'd say probably the easiest classes to practice with in the beginning are either the stock cars or the exact road cars. I'd say the karts are actually some of the most touchy and hardest to drive, and then the formula cars. But those regular stock cars and road cars are good classes to start out with. I think that would be what I would recommend for you to look into whenever you first start up this game. Apparently the sound didn't properly record when I game DVR'd these clips, so I won't be able to properly show you how amazing the vehicles sound in this game, which they did great on making sure the sounds of these vehicles were awesome. But what I will say is just enjoy looking at how the racing is. I actually started getting pretty fast, and this right here is a top 20 time. I'm not sure how many people set scores yet, but I'll go ahead and show you a few leaderboard scores I got because this class right here, the supercart, is one of my favorites so far. I really enjoy racing it. This and stock cars are probably my favorite. It's a really fun class, and since all the cars feel so different, it just feels so fresh and interesting, you know what I'm saying? This game is definitely a challenging game, but once you get the hang of it, you can get some pretty good scores. I got a 16, I got 25th, and I got 17th all on the first day. I'm not sure how many people placed on it, but I was pretty happy with that. So all I can say so far is that my first day's experience have been really fun. I have not gotten bored yet, and so far with what I've seen, I would recommend it. My final verdict for Project Cars is going to be a 9 out of 10. The reason why I'm not going to go any higher than a 9 is that this game is really, really great. But I will say that it's not exactly user-friendly. To do regular racing without the wheel, you really do kind of have to figure out the complex system of how the controller layout works. And it is easy to find ways to make it work well for you if you go online and look for it. But it isn't user-friendly. So I'd say you got to get the hang of it, and the go-karts are a little touchier than I think they need to be, but overall the racing physics are really, really cool. It's a real challenge and gives you a whole lot different feeling than Forza or Gran Turismo. Like, you guys will be shocked by how different it is, but this game being that different is also a strong suit. So 9 out of 10 is what it's going to get from me. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, remember to like, comment, and share.